Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. This is truly sad to see. Whether you believe me or not, I am someone who is a proponent of good mental health, even for people who are in an agency like Nijisanji, because the VTubers, the livers, the talents, whatever you want to call them, they are the ones working their ass off when the company does not appreciate them. So here's what I'm talking about. Aia allegedly depressed in a now private member stream. I'm a bit torn about this one. The first thing that popped into my mind is how similar a situation sounds compared to Pomo's last year at the same time, i.e. financial success but deep professional dissatisfaction, possibly due to favoritism. Concerning, to say the least. However, it's just what one guy is saying, so it's not very substantial, even if it sounds credible. Not to mention it's about a member stream that she immediately privated. So it kind of feels like she shouldn't have talked about it at all, let alone for other people to discuss. I'm doing it myself because it's still relevant to the sub, and it is very relevant to the sub. That's why I'm talking about it. It is a rat. Okay, right now, I will say that right now. It is a rat because we don't have any actual substantial evidence behind it, nothing to substantiate it other than someone's mentioning it. Of course, it is a member stream, so it will not be clipped because it is a member stream, and usually when they clip it, it will get targeted for removal. It is a privated member stream, so even more so when they private it, a lot of people respect in order to not do that. So right now, here's what we're talking about. On a certain message board, there is a creator that says, listening to Aia's membership stream, she kind of says in a roundabout way, a lot of us in Niji are just given things. Everyone works hard, but many of us will never get anything. And I'm one of the people who will never get anything, no matter how hard I try. So it's no secret how Niji is, but a lot of people were wondering why she was more doom and gloom than usual. She quit her singing lessons today because nothing will come out of it. According to her, at least. According to this person. We have them continuing later on because people are start talking about it. They're like, whoa, this sucks. This is really bad. This is not good. Niji should never do this. Someone says, I wonder what could management not like about Aia that they don't try to help her at all? Why do they favor other talents so much when they're just lazy or just plain hazardous? I hate saying it. It just sounds like the quote-unquote click, that rat that, people were spreading around. There's nothing to substantiate that one either, because of course we aren't inside of Nijisanji knowing exactly what happens. So that is a rat as well. Gets everything while many of those outside do not. She says outright everything she's done has been self-funded. So of course Hololive members also self-fund certain things, but it's only certain projects. There are other larger projects that get funded by Hololive because it is a Hololive project, like Summerfest, things like that, anything they have to do there. Travel, etc., gets funded by them. According to this person, she's saying that a lot of the things that Aia does, according to Aia as well, in this private stream, is done by her. It's paid for by her. We continue on. The small corporal experience with all the effort and homework done to get in one of the big ones. Grim. The way she says, it's best to just roll over and accept it. Kind of hurts. It hurts even me. Like, I don't like Aia that much, but no one really deserves to feel that way. Especially after learning, so it's not my skill that was a problem. Good to know. And it continues, they continue on. The final bit that I have for this person, it says, honestly, maybe she compartmentalized being a VTuber as a side hobby, so she's not motivated to leave actively. Feels like a quiet quitting scenario. She just finished and privated the stream, but yeah, in a way. She almost broke down crying when she said, I'm happy for the ones who got to realize their dream. She basically said, going forward, the only thing she's focusing on is making her followers happy. So yeah, she has a foot out the door right now. Of course, I'll repeat for the third, fourth, or however many times I've already said this. This is a rat. This is someone mentioning this about a streamer, about a now privated/deleted stream from Aia Amare, who was a membership stream. So we're probably never going to get anyone making clips of this, or at least clips that will last, unless I am sent a clip of it. If you have a clip, you can send it to me, and then I can make sure that it is substantiated. But other than that, most people on YouTube would get a copyright strike for putting out a clip of a member stream. The reason why I'm talking about this is, look, this is what other people get in EN. I'm very happy for example, Ren, Anna, even though she has foot and mouth moments, Rosami, happy for that. I'm happy for Maria Marionette. I'm happy for people that are getting it out there. Sunny Briscoe, which seemed to be one of the people that hasn't had very many issues as far as I know. A couple of things here and there, but not really anything recently. The front three are the Black Stream people, so I'm not as happy for them getting it because they pretty much bullied Selene when she was already out the door. So that was kind of messed up, but it is messed up to see that. Again, other ones, you see it here. The Niji Puppet Matching Outfit series. This is probably because this is for this one right here. They're probably doing the overture right here to do some puppets of them, but it still sucks that she didn't get into any of these two when, yes, I need more pixels. I don't have enough pixels for this one. It freaking looks like I did it in 144p, even worse, I understand. But I just did it to show Aia Amare from Nijisanji EN has made 125,172, and that is a ton for anybody making any amount of money. So she makes them this amount of money, gross, not net. Gross means just the full amount of money in there, not after taxes, not after the cut, not after anything. This is the money she brought into Niji, and she's still getting nothing in return. So this is what sucks about it. Recently, as you all know, by now, I mean, because I've covered it, other people have covered it, that type of thing. In Twitch, you have global emotes and things like that. And right now, the hype train record was broken. The all-time hype train record was broken by Neuro, Vito and Neuro. Vito being the human behind it, and Neuro being, the AI part of it. It was broken by them. So what they want to do is Neuro-sama AI and Vito will be getting an emote for breaking the hype train record.
Train record on January. An AI VTuber, Neuro-sama, broke the hype train record on January 1st. Congratulations, Neuro-sama. That's freaking incredible. We actually started a trend last year when Pirate Software broke the hype train record, and they got their community got an emote exclusively for them because it was something they all worked on to get. And I'm happy to say that we are working towards doing that for Neuro-sama as well. We just need to get all the legal mumbo jumbo behind the scenes done, but we will be doing that. So we want to make sure that we're celebrating people for breaking records and achieving wonderful things here at Twitch. And
yay, they're going to be making an AI emote for an AI VTuber. What I mean by that is they have been known to be using AI for their global emotes. So I don't know how people are going to feel about that. I hope they actually get an artist. But I also hope that they don't go the way of making an AI, using AI to make the art. Because they've done that before. They've been accused of doing that before. And it is not, for something as big as breaking the hype train record, which gives a lot of money to Twitch as well, they better actually spend some money and not use AI. Geega is talking about Twitch policies with Dan and Mary from Twitch. This is something that she did recently, but a TLDR down here is below. Of course, this is them trying to get good publicity, in my opinion. This is them trying to quiet down all the negative voices, like myself and others who have been criticizing them for months now for what they've been doing to the VTuber community. The rules for thee, not for me type of thing. TLDR of what they said is down here. Dan recognizes there is some confusion regarding what is and is not acceptable for VTubers on Twitch. Says that one of the big contention points was VR chat models versus regular VTuber models. I covered that as well in my previous tweets. Not tweets, but, my previous information that I put out there. Dan states that unlike VR chat models, VTuber models can show up in games that would attract an audience of minors, like Minecraft and Roblox. He says that at the very least, they can point to VR chat's rating as a game. There's already expectations on what can be seen there. Yeah, VR chat is always seen as more of a mature game. Yes, you do have places where, are more safe for work, but it is seen as more of a mature game. It's seemingly more difficult to be lenient to regular VTuber models because of this. Dan also states that attire policy is supposed to be the same for humans and VTubers. We know that's a lie. Well, at least they haven't been actively doing it properly, which is the reason why I said that myself and other VTubers have been going hard on them, because VTubers now have a clip and voice now, at least, to point to with this thing here. But of course, like I said, they've been lying because they've been you have actual live people with either their heavy booba out, everything except the nips in some cases, and or hips or bikinis or etc., and not being hit, but VTubers being hit. Geega asked a question regarding labeling in categories and how that affects wanting to use more revealing attire, maybe not be in line with Twitch's policy. Dan says exemption for the attire is reserved to hot tub category exclusively. I know certain VTubers out there who have switched from regular just chatting to hot tubs and pools because they want to be in bikini all the time. That is their thing. They want to be in a leopard bikini or whatever it is. They want to do their thing, but they're at the very least, they know that if they did it in just chatting, they wouldn't be able to do that. But because, they want to be able to do that, they go to hot tubs and streams. There are VTubers who switched from just chatting to just entirely hot tubs and streams because of that. No other labeling categories should or would be allowed to circumvent this, barring breaking TOS. Dan brings up the point of hybrid categories. One specific example brings ASMR. ASMR does have a quote-unquote gooning and non-gooning category, or an adult and non-adult way of being. There are more adult ways that are usually on Patreon, and there are more SFW ways of just, positive affirmations, that type of thing. And that makes it harder for it to be fully covered and, moderated correctly. Dan and Mary both want Twitch VTuber ambassadors to play a more impactful role in communications between the VTuber community and Twitch, but they can't reveal much of what is planned. More info to be revealed in their open letter, supposedly. I think this is a PR move. Of course, at least now we have something to point to when they don't do their things correctly, when they don't follow the rules that they themselves have set. It's more of a fluff piece. It's always a fluff piece. And if there are only softball questions are allowed, which unfortunately Twitch being the ones being interviewed are the ones that can set, you can't ask this, you can't ask that, you can't ask that, or we won't do the interview at all. Sometimes it's better to have an interview out there, period, instead of having no interview because you couldn't ask the questions. That's the thing. And of course, Dan and others want the VTuber community to be happier because we give them money, even though we are more of a niche. We're a strong niche that gives them a lot of money. So that's why they do this. And for those of you wondering if this has been put on YouTube, yes, it has. It is on Daily Geega's channel. Why VTubers get Twitch TOS wrong. You can watch the whole thing. I did the TLDR, but you can watch the whole thing on this channel. I wanted to give you guys the source before I, fully end this chapter of it. I wanted to give you the source because I had forgotten to do that before. So here's the source. As I covered the other day in one of my videos, I did cover that Michi received 5 million watch hours, and that's an achievement from Twitch that can get her the Bleeding Heart Trophy, which is a trophy that is available for those who have reached that amazing milestone. And that milestone there is something that is very hard for people to reach on Twitch, but she has worked her ass off to get to that point, and now she has it. And here's what she had to say about it. I know I'm late, but I couldn't believe it at first, so I had to wait an extra day to see if it's real. And it is. What? Thank you so much for supporting me. I can't believe we got to 5 million watch hours before my 1-year anniversary. That's insane. I don't know what to even say. I'm so speechless right now. Of course, anybody would be speechless for that. That's insane. But that's all hard work from her and her community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will continue doing my best. Y'all ain't ready for what I got cooking this year. So she's got a lot of things cooking. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing to see because she deserves this. She deserves the Bleeding Heart Trophy. It's going to be coming her way as long as they give her the correct one and not someone else's name. Why do I say that? Because that's happened before. Not to her, but to other people. Hell yeah, she just keeps on winning. It's very amazing. That's why I want to push it. It's an update to the other situation that I covered, which is a rat VTuber, I believe. It is a rat racer VTuber. She made a comment about VTubers and post-graduation stuff and things like that. I'm going to have my opinion on it at the end. If you want, you can get to that point. But I will first see what she says. She says, to be honest, I don't care if it's distasteful for VTubers to graduate, then strongly allude to their previous lives in new incarnations, because the opposite of it is a horrible behind-the-scenes legal battle like Kaguya Luna had, and I wish for a VTuber to never experience that ever again. Not being able to say anything due to legality, even though there's people begging to see you again, and not being able to signal that you are still alive, must feel like the worst thing ever. So I'm glad these VTubers don't have that same pressure looming over them. My opinion on this, as I've always said, I will not mention the PLs when they are active in an agency. Now, when they are affiliates, graduates, whatever, that is when all, quote unquote, all hell breaks loose, or in other words, I will actually say it, I'll actually mention it, because, again, there are people who may watch my videos, who may watch me, who may want to know who this person is now. Like, for example, Aqua, when she left, she became Sakuna. I openly mentioned that she was Sakuna. We have, of course, recently, Fauna, that she's left. She's Nimi Nightmare. You have many, many others. You also have Amelia, who is an affiliate, who is now Doobie. She may never return to Amelia. She may actually do a lot of things as Amelia. We don't know. but right now she's doing her things as Doobie. Chloe, when I find out who Chloe is, well, after she graduates, I will let you guys know as well. That is the rule, the self-imposed rule that I do. I try to keep to it as much as I can. I may make mistakes here and there, but for the most part, I try to do that because I do want the community that enjoyed them, loved them, and were supporting them to be able to be supported again by that community. Because Nimi Nightmare, Sakuna, others have mentioned how scared they were when they left, especially a lot of the people in Nijisanji, that they weren't going to be seen again, that their community wasn't going to follow them, that they weren't going to be able to continue doing what they loved. But luckily, because of people like myself, people like Ashton Martin, other people out there, the word gets spread and people get to see their Oshis once more. Even if it's in a new form, they still are with their Oshis again. And an Oshi is a very, very personal thing. I have Oshis myself that if they would leave, I would love to know where they were. And it is, of course, something that I continue to want to do. And I will do, no matter what. Polygon Official is Polygon Project's official Twitter account. It is as you can see, a VTuber project. They are, they have made an announcement. This is their Polygon Official. This is their stuff here. And they've been doing, many things to try to promote their talents, etc. So this is a recent announcement they made. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, there is no actual translate button here. So I translated myself. It says, get ready for a sermon of songs. String together the postures and stories of your journey with your own hands. Let's write this adventure story together. Watch on Polygon's official channel. It's at January 31st. 1900 hours. They're going to be, apparently looks like it's going to be a concert series with all these different, they're all chibis it looks like, but they're all different VTubers. Hopefully it goes well, but just giving you guys a little bit of a insight into what's happening in the VTuber world in different areas. Sayu, of course, has an official Sayu Parka that is a collab with Popcorn Museum. I believe that's what they're called. So it is a bit on the expensive side. Is like 17,000 yen or something like that. So it is a bit on the expensive side. It's like $100, $120 around there. It has been extended. The pre-order deadline has been extended to February 28th. I think she needs to sell at least 50 for the whole thing, the pre-order to go through. So, and I feel she's going to get it because she has a lot of Synchronites who are willing to get these things because, of course, she does so much for the Synchronites and so much for other people in there. So, of course, I do support Sayu. I do support Sayu in getting these types of things. Thank you, Sayu. Bless your heart. Not gonna lie, I'd order it. The page was in English. Maybe it's time I finally learn some Japanese. Nice. That means I can buy it for myself as a birthday gift. It's on the 26th of February. Thank you, Sayu. Let's go. Sweet. More time to spread our standard issue Synchronite uniform. Yes, I want it so bad. I'm so excited. So a lot of people are very excited about this. It is basically you can wear Sayu drip whenever you go out. It is a longer lasting parka because it's over $100. So it is made with good materials and you can be sure it has good quality. Those who don't know, Hololive's World Tour 24 SOAR is done. It finished in Taipei, Taiwan this past weekend on the 18th. As of recording of this, it was on the 18th, the weekend before I'm recording this. This already happened and it looked amazing. The stages looked amazing. Really well done. They're using, of course, their 3Ds for this. Look how full it is. I'm very happy to see that they were all there. As you can see them up there. They all had tons of fun. And look at that. Look at that. That's just freaking amazing to see. And of course, we had Hakos Bales saying, I can't put into words how amazing these last 6 months have been. To be able to perform around the world has been absolutely insane. And of course, thank you for the beautiful flower stands as well. I love you guys so much. These are the flower stands that were given for Bay. And of course, you also had Kiara. Our last stop on the world tour ended in Taipei. Such a huge grand finale with a huge venue, extended set list, special effects, and new stage design. The flags and truck outside were super cool, and the flower stands were beautiful. As it was such an honor to be a part of this tour, being able to visit so many Holo fans all over the world. Sorry, EU. Probably gonna have been a once-in-a-lifetime chance, so I will cherish this moment forever. The venues that hosted our concert, thank you. Everyone who made their way to our venues, thank you. The members who shared the stage with me, thank you. The on-site and off-site staff who worked so hard on this for way over 6 months, thank you. And this is her pictures of things here. And of course, her time, and of course, people taking pictures of, professional photographers, being able to take pictures of everything there. It's amazing to see. And of course, 3 packed floors. Wow, like everything, mezzanine, everything was packed. And that's amazing to see. That is what you want to see for things that they have. And of course, The flower stands are beautiful. Here, of course, she's saying it's been an amazing, unforgettable experience, and I'm so honored and happy it could have been part of it. Thank you so, so much. And this is, of course, Nina, my inanis, as a part of this whole thing. And the flower stand as well. She hasn't put anything specifically, but Watame, Azuki, others were a big part of this, as well as Muna, I believe. So yes, there were very, very, very many people from different generations. Well, not very many. It was a small amount, actually, to be honest. It was a small amount. But Watame, I'm really, really glad for, because she had a wish to be, ever since she joined Hololive, to be a part of a world tour like this. And she is part of Hololive's 4th generation, so she's been there several years by now. So I'll be honest with you, Watame is one of my Oshis, so I was very happy to see that she got one of these wishes made a reality. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Today, we're talking about Kunai Bletchley, who right now, from what I can tell, does not have a Twitter, but we will just go by what they have right now. They have done a stream, a debut stream, so let's take a look at that right now.
Yeah, let's see what we want to do.
So they're doing a little bit of that train simulator, or train driving simulator.
Yeah, we just say some pantograph real quick. We are going to be in France for an hour. Speaking of which, you went to Disneyland. You went to Paris, didn't you?
Their debut stream was pretty much the train simulator, which is nice to see. I mean, I really like it when someone tries something new, tries to get into the VTuber sphere. I want this to be a positive thing. I want them to grow. I want them to hopefully get something out of this. And this is why I do it. Thank you so much, Kunai, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I will have his channel, their channel, on my description below. Always in the description. I always have it there. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I hope this has more eyes on yours. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.